Hey everyone, Miacidae here. Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. Today the plan is to go into the Weald, the long dungeon here on veteran difficulty where we're gonna get the Risen Mask for the Legion. Now, based on what I have here, I think this might actually be one of the last, if not the last, trinkets for the Legion, which will be nice to round out his set. So what it does is gives him -7 max HP, so okay, kind of a decent downside. Minus max HP is never good, but he has a fairly high health pool, plus 12% max death blow resistance, which, you know, Roro, he kind of needs that, and that'd put him at 79% death blow resistance. He'd get plus 8 accuracy if his HP is below 75%, which, if you know how his move pool works, he always is damaging himself with his biggest attack, has a chance to just take out his entire health pool to one attack because of suffer 100% of damage dealt, and if that's a crit, there goes his entire health pool. So it's very easy for him to go even below the 50% for the next one. He's gonna get plus 8 accuracy, and then plus 33% damage if HP below 50%. It's fairly easy for him to get both of those, so it's a nice trinket for him. The Dwimmerlaik and the Thing from the Stars might also appear in here, along with everything else that is in the Weald, so who knows what we're going to run into. I make no promises if this is going to be a clean run, because if Thing from the Stars appears, we also have the Thrall. This is going to be really rough. With that being said, we do have Flamma, the Thrall, in a bleeding team this time around, so he's going to be using Maim, which is going to be our main attack. It's also a bleed. We're going to have Brutality as an extra damager or finisher, Indomitable to heal him, de-stress, clear debuffs, and Menace has a little bit of an extra today, but it is a riposte and just very small damage on everything. It'll mark himself, activate a riposte, give himself more crit and accuracy on his ripostes. Then we have the Impaling Pauldron, which ups his crit versus bleeding as a first of all, ups his damage received second of all. I believe those are separate from the riposte. Then his riposte gets more accuracy, and on a riposte hit he will bleed the targets, which is extra because we have 2 targets that do more stuff versus bleeding. Then I have the Ancestors map on him, which will up his scouting and disarm chance, so hopefully we don't get surprised. That's the main thing I want from this. And then Flamma also has the Crimson Curse, so he's going to be a little bit fast for a Thrall. We then have Ross, who we haven't been using very much lately, but yeah, we have Ross the Saw Hunter with Luminous, so he's going to be a speedy boy. He's got plus speed and plus dodge from that. Thankfully, he has the Hunter's Illness, which is a special thing from the Saw Hunter, so he is immune to the Crimson Curse, because Infestation level high, we're going to be running into the Crimson Curse stuff. And then, unfortunately, he does have Martyr, so he may be guarding other people that may come into play, and that may screw us up. He then has Bloodletting Teeth, which bleeds targets. We have Into the Wound, which does extra damage versus bleeding targets and can hit everything but row 1. I then have Serrated Knife, which hits row 3 and 4, does extra bleeding amount versus stunned, but I believe the only person who can stun here is himself, which is Augur of Erebus, which if I use correctly, I might be able to actually do the bleeding amount, so we'll see if I can pull that off at all, which will only be on row 3, but that is what it is. And then I do have the Augur of Erebus, which I don't think I've pronounced correctly or I've ever used on this estate. It'll bypass stealth, it'll de-stealth, it has 130% stun chance. I then have the Bloodshot Eyeball on him, so that'll plus his accuracy, because his accuracy isn't the best. If you see, he has 100 accuracy on Serrated Knife, 105 on Bloodletting Teeth, so that'll up it to 110, and then a lot of stuff in here has dodge, so he should have like an 80% hit chance, I'm guessing, plus 7 accuracy versus stealth, and he should ignore stealth just normally, so I don't even have to use Augur of Erebus unless I want to de-stealth something. And then we have the Monocular, so I have plus 5 accuracy plus light above 50, so I could get upwards to 10 accuracy there, or plus 4 crit chance per darkness below 50, so I could get plus 8 crit if I wanted to go torchless. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet, but we'll see. We then have Serena the Krakenslayer that I've been wanting to really level up, and I really wanted to bring on the Kraken, but didn't work out that way. just didn't level her up fast enough. We have Blood in the Water as our main bleed, the kill to do massive damage, Ebb and Flow to heal herself, get a block and move wherever I want her to, and Skewer for a massive bleed. And now there's a little combo I have here because we have the Sunken Idol. Skewer's limit is removed because we can only use this once a battle, so as long as we hit with Skewer, which might be a thing, because I've seen this before where if you miss with Skewer, this doesn't work, but as long as you hit with Skewer, I can use it as many times as I want. And then Skewer does 4 bleed on hit, and then 4 bleed after the target hits with an attack, so that'll be nice. And then that's just like in perpetuity, I think. And then I'll hurt myself for 3 damage just because that's the trade-off for being able to use it infinite times. We then have the Whip of Domination, so she does more damage versus bleeding, higher bleed chance, and more bleed duration for when she uses Blood in the Water, which is already 6 rounds. So, and then we're going to be a little weird today. Para is our healer, so she has Noxious Blast as a main blight, Plague Grenade as a back blight, Blinding Gas to stun, and Battlefield Medicine as our Cure Blight and Bleed and a heal. Now you might be going, Battlefield Medicine only heals for 2. What are you on, Mia? Remember, we've done this before. So I have the Doctor's Attire on her from the Ringmaster fights. So on top of just getting 8 max HP, she's gonna plus 4 healing to this, so now it's healing for 6 to 7. It also gives her plus death blow resistance, minus bleed resistance, and if she uses Battlefield Medicine, she's gonna minus stress by 2, so it's also a little bit of a de-stress using Battlefield Medicine. Then, actually I'm gonna change this around. We're not gonna take Plague Grenade, we're gonna use Emboldening Vapors, ha ha ha. So then, if I even use Emboldening Vapors, which I will level up in a moment, we'll put a Restoration for 3 for 2 rounds, so Battlefield Medicine will heal 6 to 7 and put a Restoration 3 for 2, or Emboldening Vapors will put the Restoration 3 for 2. So a little bit of a Restoration heal, a little bit of a normal heal there. Just because of the reworked Witch's Vial. So she's not going to be blighting as much, she's not going to be stunning as much, but she's a really good healer. We'll see how that works because it's single target heal, so I'm not going to have the ability to heal an AoE if things really go down, but we'll see how it works. We'll bring Kraken ribbons for everyone. I wanted the training ribbons for accuracy because both Ross and Flamma need it. I might as well just bring it for everyone at that point. We have the medicinal herbs, bandages, and the anti-venom for everything. What am I forgetting? Keys. I'm gonna need keys. We'll bring 4. Oh, I don't have blood for Flamma. We'll only bring 4 shovels so I can bring 2 blood for Flamma. Oh. And I figure I'll mention this now, while we're not really doing anything. You might hear, like, I suppose a little grinding or fan noise in the background, something along that noise. I'm not sure if that's picking up on the mic or not. It doesn't really look like it, but it might pick up while I'm talking. I'm backing up all of my videos right now to a separate hard drive. A NAS, if anyone knows what that is. So that's what that noise is I'm backing up 2+ years of videos. So that's going to be going on for the next day and a half, I believe. That's what it says. So hopefully that's not making too much noise, but if you do hear that noise, that's what it is.
I knew all these paths once. Now they are as twisted as my own ambitions.
Kind of funny that many years of videos can be backed up that quickly to me. However, it's nice that they can be backed up.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
I'm just going down to this room because it's exploring 90% of rooms, and if I didn't go to here, I'd have to go to like every other room, and this way at least I can bypass something. Every single time, old man.
And cloaked in malice.
Stop sniffling and drink this tonic. I don't think anyone would want to hear that. Alright, so we just Emboldening Vapors for plus 23% damage for speed. I'm gonna try to stun him. I have a very high chance, and then it would also lower his speed. So now he's a -1 speed for next turn. We're gonna skewer him for the bleed. Now we do more damage to him next turn. I'm gonna maim him just because I don't want to do the extra damage yet and lower our damage on the Thrall. Oh, that debuff was only for 1 turn. Oh, blighting him. Bloodletting Teeth. Let's bleed him some more. So he's got 2 and 4. If I Brutality, we're not going to knock him back and roll minus his speed again.
Impressive.
Oh, we missed. That's how it usually goes. I could Skewer again. So I'll do 21 with this or 18 and bleed him for more. And then he pretty much goes down, I believe. I mean, I suppose he has like only 6 bleed out of 17, but 1 bloodletting teeth and he's gone. That's just a Palegic Plague for you. Alright, Serrated Knife. We're gonna menace at him.
Struck.
And we're gonna ebb and flow. How'd that work for you? Oh, this is not going to work well in your favor.
As the ghoulish collection scatters, the rats prepare to feast.
Yeah, they'll have a pretty good feast. I'll take that Trapezohedron.
As victories mount,
That's only a 4 bleed.
so too will resistance.
And I'll get this on the way back. Torchy Torch. Withering Shrew and Fungal Hunter, huh? I don't know too much about them, but Emboldening Vapors on Flamma, just because I can. We are going to Bloodletting Teeth. Let's hit this dude. Bleed him. Flamma can menace. I mean, that's gonna let the Fungal Grabber and Stalker, I believe, do a little more, but I think we'll be fine. We're going to hit the Shrew. When she attacks, she'll get another blight or bleed, and then she'll go away. Or just for hitting Flamma, she goes away.
Destroy them all.
Strike the mark. You did not strike the mark. No bodily fluids. How bad's that blight? We can take it. Let's heal Ross. Para heal bot. And Ross just martyred himself, I think. Yeah, that's great. Into the wound. Yeah, into the wound. Now let's hit the Fungal Grabber. You disappoint me, Flamma. I love that that's spammable. And you missed. Oh, that's only going to heal for 3. But I think Flamma needs a top up as well. That's 4, so let's bonk you. You go away. Then hit the battery so it doesn't blight us.
As the enemy crumbles.
And then let's stun this dude. And then bleed him.
The slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving.
And bleed him for more. I believe he goes down. We can top up. Llama can de-stress because he's gonna bleed out. And ebb and flow. We good.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
I'll take the rubies. Kinda want the portraits. Let me see here. 5 crit, 10 dodge, suffer 10 damage, 5 crit, 10 accuracy. She's not going to be going last. I wonder if she could cure her Palegic plague with leeches. Or self-medicate or whatever. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to camp, so I'll just keep the supplies I got. I'll get more portraits later.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for
Take
in
that. Don't need that. Alright. This sure as hell ain't coming back. Not this far, at least. As much as I would like to use a shovel on this, I already see one obstacle up there. That's going to put me at 2, and then I have all this left. So, let's try something here. Something bit the hero. Well, lesson learned. I've not actually tried that.
May we find victory.
And we have a craving. I'm gonna hang on to that for a little bit because I see no fight until I get at least here. I'm not gonna use the shovel. Not gonna mess with that. Llama can disarm this. We have the obstacle. Torching up. And we have a free space. Which, for now, we'll take the gold. Another food check, wow. Did we scout? We did. I mean, this is a free room. We'll do that. What is your disarm chance? 80? That's fine. I do see the battle right there. So once we get back here, just so he doesn't go wasting, we'll do it.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Can use a bit of food. Do that. Use the food there. And I think we're good.
The light, the promise of safety.
Jeez. I mean, this is why we bring extra food. And we scouted again. Okay. Trap. I really want to, but... Anti-venom do anything? Bandages. Now I know. I know that the torches do bad things, so I'm not going to torch the bunnies. It gives you a lot of stress. Extra damage for Ross, or not Ross, Flamma. Let's bleed the Shriekling.
Devastating blow.
Because I want this thing down, just in case there's a Parasite. Which there is not. Okay.
Give them no quarter.
Once again, I love how Lash Out is just it kicking. There's our riposte.
Annihilated.
Yeah, it was. And take out Doggo. Doggo bleeds out.
A death by inches.
I mean, it was the perfect amount. And we can take out the Fawn.
Eradicated. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Just eating till we're full. Just getting rid of the firewood, if I'm being totally honest. Let's do the spar for the accuracy. We can do punching bag. And then we had... Oh, he's the one who got the stress. We can heal that. And then we'll do deep lurk for the extra damage because we don't have a nighttime.
The darkness holds much worse than
Oh, hi!
boogeymen.
Hetty. Okay. I'm like, where are his ads? I mean, that works. Moving forward. That's not good. You already stunned her. Alright, we can at least do serrated knife for now.
And power.
Haven't fought him in a hot minute. We're gonna do skewer on the Dowager? Okay. Moving forward. Menace for the riposte. And they didn't hit the right one. Do not stun her again. Okay. Can still do skewer from here, so we're hitting the patient. Just take out the ads. Think that's going to get rid of the bleed too. Nope, just counteracting it. Moving back. Into the wound. There we go, Ross. Nice. You're going to regret that.
Formation is broken.
Well,
Maintain the
many boss down, just the ads left. You can take out the patient.
obliterated.
I'd say it was obliterated. And skewer on her. She bleeds out. You can bandage that, then move forward. We're gonna get rid of the bleed.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Wait a minute. That butthead got rid of the Palegic plague. I wanted that. I was keeping that. I'm mad. I know he's supposed to cure diseases, but he cured my Palegic plague. I wanted that disease. The one time I want to keep a disease and I can't. Oh. Oh boy. Okay. I am gonna take the medicinal. Hey, Flamma. You don't have the Crimson Curse anymore. That means I can get rid of the blood for the Onyx. And then we're gonna use a bandage on that. And we're gonna go up. At least that portion of did what I wanted it to do.
Supplies.
Okay. Who has the most stress here? Ross has a better chance at disarming and has equal stress, so we'll do that. And then 2 battles this way. I'm still mad about that. Okay, we're just gonna heal Serena. That way I can skewer away without, like, too bad of a thing happening to me. I am going to Bloodletting Teeth into the Imago. And then if I Brutality it, it goes away. And I still have an action at slightly less damage, which I can't use medicinal herbs on, by the way. So let's just do Menace for the Riposte, which they totally ignored. I'm not sure what Dazzled is, if I'm being totally honest. Then we're gonna Skewer at you.
Masterfully executed.
I wasn't expecting the crit, so I was just expecting it to bleed out, but yay. But we did get a Parasite. Well, the dogs at least did what I wanted this time around. We are going to continue to heal up on Flamma, especially because he's kind of tanking most of this for us. That Parasite hits kind of hard. We're going to take out one of the dogs. Taking out Parasite.
Destroyed.
And dog goes down. I was actually kind of hoping it would. Healing again because he took a lot of damage. And away it goes.
Singular strike. Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Using anti-venom here just to get in it.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
And can't use that torch, so on we go, ignoring this thing once again. We are just going to Emboldening Vapors, because that's also going to heal. I'm gonna Serrated Knight just to hit the Enchantress. That should bleed both of them. Menacing. Lovely riposte. And Skewer. No stress. Well, I think the cultist went down. And there's most of the deer. Getting rid of the bleed. Into the wound.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
I mean, that wasn't a very big beast, but okay.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Got that for one more battle. I'm very tempted to use some of this food, but... we'll find more of that. Going left, because otherwise I'm gonna have to come back, essentially. Hallowed Harvester, really, man. This might actually get ugly. Once again. Serrated knife bleeding both of them and getting an Aegis gone. Oh, he's where I want him. Gonna have to heal Ross. That's for sure. Menacing. Aegis down. Who has a higher dodge? You know what? Skewer. Figured it wasn't that big of a hit.
Even the boldest gaze.
Now into the wound. Let's take out the Screecher. It bleeds out on next. Healing Ross. Actually, no. We're gonna emboldening Ross because that'll also heal him. And doing some damage. There we go. Oh. Well, ebb and flow. So she can go back. Now she'll take this.
Festering fear consumes the mind.
Oh, that's not great. Into the wound. Maim. This creature down. Can I stun him? I got a decent chance. Nope. Should have healed. That's what I wanted. Oh, I can't use the kill now. You little booger. Ross will at least have the restoration on him.
The birthplace of dread.
But I will heal him given the chance. We're gonna menace for the riposte again, because I can't hit the wheat where he's at. I'm gonna Augur of Erebus here. Just get him out of stealth so we can do things again. And he's where I want him. So, plus damage versus bleeding, high crit rate, the kill.
Alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
I love Serena sometimes, and we got Mothwing Cloak for that from the Hollow Knight set. on attack, self forward by 1, friendly skill, self back by 1, friendly skill, buff speed by 3, friendly skill, buff self for 15 dodge. It will take that. Let's get rid of the Onyx. Actually, no. We'll heal Para. Because I'm about to get more food. And I can heal other people with this. I'll probably get another food check soon, but that's fine. Alright. Healing Flamma, get damage up. Serrated Knife to bleed both of them. Skewer, hopefully taking out Sycophant. I think I have enough bleed on it. And then we're gonna Menace to mark Flamma get the riposte. Well, at least one of the buzzers is down. Almost took that one out in one punch. Into the wound. Another one down. Battlefield Medicine. It's not going to cure the stun, I think, but at least it's a heal. Just going to take this one out. At least it's going into row 1. No Crimson Curse. We are going to take the chance to heal again.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Para's doing a really good job despite only being able to heal one target at a time. So, reminder that one of those trinkets is from the Ringmaster's not DLC.
Nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
The Ringmaster mod, and then this one is from Trinkets Plus. So it's two different mods there for what I'm using there. Alright, there goes another shovel. I'm actually going to camp after this battle because my camp buffs are gone. Get Flamma's damage up again. Serrated Knife for these two. Wanted to test the thing back there. We're going to take out the Enchantress. She should be bleeding for enough. And Menace. So they should be going at Flamma for a good old punch now. It should stress them out too, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I actually expected a little more damage there. Hey, Flamma buddy. And then bleed this one. And into the wound. And brutality, and it bleeds out. And then we'll maim. Getting rid of the blight. And you know what? I'll take it out normally so Flamma can de-stress. And it bleeds out. And you can heal yourself. And taking what we can.
Seize this
Full party
moment.
order.
Push on to the task's end.
Ah. And take the deeds. We're gonna leave the rest. If I find more food, I'm gonna need to take it. So let's see here. Encourage to get stressed down. I'm not gonna chain the beast because that would be a bad idea. Let's show trophy tattoo for the resolve experience and the minus stress. Let's do deep lurk for the minus speed plus damage on Serena because that was huge. And then I suppose let's do Yarnum Spar. A little bit of damage it does, it's a nice bonus in accuracy and such. Gonna use a key. Taking the deeds. And I'm tempted to get rid of some of these supplies, but we'll drop that. That's one person who can do damage right now. We're gonna break the stealth. Forward by one. I didn't think she could, but I need to ebb and flow so I can go back by two and get a Aegis. Serrated knife. Move back. Hit our post. Oh, that one was a little bit loud. Why was that so loud? Alright, Serena, skewer that thing, please. It bleeds out, so you can't do much. Go forward by two. Take out Grabber. Take out Grabber. It bleeds out. And just go all in on this guy. Eric, gonna heal yourself for a little bit. And double punch. And the kill.
The ground quakes.
Taking what we can, leave the rest.
Expedition at least promises success.
Those one-tile hallways always throw me for a loop. Like, why? Not that the two-tile ones here are much better, but you only really ever see them in the Weald. I do have a few torches. I'm a little leery to use too many more just because of the fog walls there. Like that. So I don't want to get sent back. I'm seriously out of food. I know I camped once and used like a feast once, I think. But I'm seriously out of food here. Or not, and I healed with food once. That's how many food checks we had. Alright, just bleed these two. Should have brought 3 full stacks of food. I know I probably would have thrown out some of them too still, but... well, that doesn't help me at all. We're gonna get rid of the Imago first, just because it can call extras. Moving back into the wound. Moving forward. Skewering the giant.
Exposed to a killing blow.
Moving back for Flamma. We're taking out the Shriekling. And survey says no Parasite. Menace for the giant. And there we go, paid off. Oh, I have a plan. Getting rid of corpse.
Be gone, fiend.
He's bleeding. This is as good as we're gonna get. Upping Serena's damage. Maiming. He should go down in 1 hit. Ah, hell.
Death waits for the slightest.
So much for that plan. I was gonna use the kill, but we can use blood in the water still.
Monster's size has no
There's our food.
merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Oh, there's a secret door up there. That's gonna be worth going back. And then there's 3 battles there. So one of those is a mini boss. I'm calling it now. Alright, we're just gonna leave that. I'm going back to the secret room. There's heads I'm missing, so I want to see if I can get them. And watch me need a hunger check. Either here on the way back. I mean, trapezohedrons are trapezohedrons. We're getting rid of the onyx. Hasn't really paid off keeping it. So here's the thing. Or, like I said, hunger check. I haven't seen... or I don't see a obstacle, so as long as I go to all of these rooms, I'm fine. Because I don't need to go to these 2 rooms here. I can use the torches. Default party order before I forget. Oh, screw this thing.
Of otherworldly death.
Screw this thing in particular. I know I hate on this thing. I know this is my least favorite boss in the entire vanilla game. Like, I've actually contemplated not running Color of Madness because of this thing. But at least Cho's version of it makes it more manageable. When it does work. We're gonna skewer it. Bleeding for 6 for 5. Eight for 4. Return to the stars, and it's probably not bleeding anymore. Yep. I think it needs to be under 40%. Emboldening again. Ross is going to take care of the aberration.
To the pit.
Maiming. It's got its 60% protection. Four for 5. Skewer. 12 for 5. It was 12 for 5. Why did it take 9? Protection doesn't help with bleed. Okay, rage. It should not lose the bleed. Okay, I was about to go ballistic, if I'm being completely honest. Maiming it. Ross is once again going to take care of the aberration.
Ringing ears. Blurred vision. The end approaches.
And that horror is going to be very bad for us. However, we're still just going to heal. Taking this thing out.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
And skewer. It should bleed out. $10 for 2. Healing, de-stressing.
It came from the stars. Let it return to them.
So here's the thing. Oh, I can get stuff from the rabbit hole. I'm not going to do that. We're going to get rid of the bandages for the thing's phase shifting hide, because minus damage received and immune to critical hits. That's going to be huge. I've already scouted most of this, so I'm going to throw this on Flamma so he doesn't take more critical hits, thus stressing him out more. I'm going to want the keys to the treasure room down there. I'm going to use the last torch to grab the comet shards, and we're going to be on our way.
Star is born.
But man, that stress is going to be a thing. We're going to dig this up because, like I said...
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
I don't need to go anywhere but these rooms. I was hoping to get food, but it doesn't look like that's going to be a thing. That being said, as long as I'm smart about this, there's only a few spots for hunger checks. I'm going to keep those. Yeah, not worth it. And then here's the Dwimmerlaik. Unholy hell. Bleed, bleed, bleed. There we go. Okay, no stun, but we got the horror. That's actually really, really not good. We're gonna menace for the riposte, just in case Flammo does get hit. So I've said this a dozen times about the Dwimmerlaik. He can be really, really easy, like to the point where he's a joke, or he can be the most aggressive thing in this game that he will rip your group apart. We'll see what he really is. Alright, we're gonna enter the wound because he's bleeding. The fact that Serena's in front, I really don't like. And she has bleed and blight, so I do need to battlefield medicine her. I can't hit the nothingness anywhere, so we're just gonna re-up our riposte, because that'll damage him a little bit. And we're gonna ebb and flow for a block. Okay. He's in front. I can do a lot of damage to him. I should Emboldening Vapor Serena. I have a bit of a plan for this. I doubt it's going to be how I want it to be, but we can still do a lot of damage with Skewer. So we're going to Into the Wound again. He's in row 2, I can maim him, as long as we hit, which we did. I would love to do the kill, but I'm not going to count on it, so we're just going to spam Skewer. So he's now 8 every time he hits me, I believe. Oh, he resisted that. Lovely. We're going to serrated knife him then. I don't want to stun him there, so we are going to heal. De-stress a little bit. Re-upping Menace. Very nice hit. So he's bleeding for 5. 9. Okay, so those don't stack, that's fine, but we're still gonna Skewer. He's bleeding for 13. Getting the bleed off of Flamma. Only way I can really hit him, so bleeding for more with serrated knife. Resisted. Down to 14, bleeding for 5. We're just gonna Indomitable. Get stressed down on Flamma for the next fight, because you know it's coming. And he does. Oh no, he's got 9 health, so he worked. And we still have this horror going on. Lovely.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
I'm still guessing. This could be another mini boss right there, because that's usually what happens when they're lined up like that. This is gonna be rough. So we did get the Berserk Charm, which I'm not really a fan of because it plus 100% attack chance. But it can be really, really good depending upon how you work it. Then the Beeswax Coating for the Estrange, plus Blight amount, minus damage on ranged skills, on ranged hit, Blight 2 for 2. Yeah, we'll take it. Also getting rid of the Anti-Venom. Oh, just a normal fight, thank you. Thank you. So I'm not going to blight them, but I can just try to stun the Shriekling. It's not a great chance, but it's a chance. And Ross is abusive. So this is going to go downhill very quickly.
Frustration and fury, more destructive than 100 cannons.
One Parasite down. I was about to say cannon. We're gonna take out the Shriekling, see if it doesn't spawn another Parasite. Brutality to take it out, because now it bleeds out. And then we're gonna maim onto Parasite, which should now also bleed out. Alright. Alright, Shriekling just because. Speed things up, see if there's a Parasite in there or not. There is not. Although that was a tad weird.
Ghoulish horrors.
We'll heal Para.
Driven into the mud.
Can't use anything else there. Alright. Woo. We got 2 more fights. I'm gonna leave everything here, regardless of if I can touch it, which I can't. Okay. Towering Ectoplasm. We're fine. I'm gonna stun both of them. Something I haven't been doing. We're gonna de-stealth that boy. Which I can't do, so never mind, we're gonna serrated knife them instead. Menace for the riposte. And we're gonna skewer onto the ectoplasm on the off chance we get the bleed, because we want to take him out first. Oh, that almost took him out if we would have hit. Lovely. Okay. So let's light the ecto. Darn. Bloodletting teeth. At least we're doing damage. Skewering again. And this may take it out. If we would have gotten a crit, it would have been big. 9 health. Maim. Big guy down.
Perhaps the turning point.
Thankfully that doesn't re-stealth it. We are going to stun both of them just in case. Bleeding the one that's not gonna bleed out. And that's that. Taking what we can, leaving the rest. Going in here for the treasure room, which is gonna be another fight. De-stealthing. Emboldening Vapors to get more damage on Flamma, who's going to take out an Ectoplasm when he gets the chance. Gonna skewer the one in the back. One down. Maiming this one. They're not gonna create more on my watch. No more stealth. We're gonna stun the back row. Serrated knife to hit them both or miss. Skewering the crone because she's gonna stay in the back rows, so she'll bleed out by the time it's her action. Breaking a corpse so they'll stay in Flammo's range. For a healing Serena. Oh, we can't skewer. We will do blood in the water then. Just as well. Into the wound. He can de-stealth or de-stress himself. Keep that in check so he doesn't go ferocious on us. I thought she would bleed out, but that's fine. Getting rid of the blight. And into the wound. leaving all that junk. And we can leave here. We're fine, we're out of the woods. Gonna take those crests, leave the key, and we're alive.
Charted route reduces the isolation of our troubled estate.
We got a good bunch of money, we got the Risen Mask for the Legion, we got some busts to upgrade the Abbey. Grand total of another almost 37,000 gold. 6 busts, 7 deeds, and 31 more crests, which I need a bunch of. Flamma, Serena, and Para hit level 5 between all the resolves up. Ross hit level 4. Egomania on Serena, so we will have to get rid of that. We replaced Palegic Plague with Rabies on Para, so I will be getting rid of Rabies because I don't really care about the damage up, and she got accuracy down, so that needs to go. Weapon Tinker on Serena, which actually will help out because, you know, she still needs those weapon upgrades, and then Husk Slayer on Para.
Women and men, soldiers and out.
There are more recruits in the stagecoach, so maybe there's something here for us.
Now that the road is clear.
Unfortunately, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure we still have a good herbalist. Pretty sure. Maybe. Maybe not. I guess we didn't, so we got new herbalist. But that's about it, because that's it for the level 3s. In the Nomad Wagon, nothing I'd really like to grab. Then after that, like I said, we are going to throw people in treatment. So Para gets rid of Rabies. Is it Ross? No, Serena gets rid of Egomania. And then we need a little bit of praying and meditating in for Flamma and Ross. But that's to be expected after the thing from the stars. The Hag Witch is available, but I don't really want that trinket because we have one. But another champion boss is available on the Weald for us. One of the trinkets I've been kind of waiting for is available for the Ferocious Stormlord, though, so I might be going to do that next, just because I kind of wanted to play around with the Skaven standard, so I might be gunning for that next. We'll see, though, so that'll be it for this time. As always, I wish you all well. I'll see you next time, and please, have a good one.